Let's introduce our first guest. It's Larry Castro, CEO of Stealth Grid Corporation, provides a leading-edge solution in the guard against cyber theft, which we all need. We're all in panic. Larry, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on.
You're a guy I want to talk to because, in the news today, there's so much of that going on. The cyber theft, and what was all of a sudden I'm having a brain freeze. One of our big groups,
Equifax.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me. We're going to drill down actually into that in just a few minutes. But I first want to learn about your history. You've been a leader in cybersecurity. You have 30 years of experience. Tell me about your history.
Well, it's unique because I initially started off working with Cisco and Samsung and some other large players, placing cameras all over the world and doing logo and object detection and facial recognition. And I really kind of understood in a deep sense how we were being exposed, our privacy through these different vehicles. So that's when I created Stealth Grid. And the concept behind it is being stealth within the grid, being able to use the convenience of the digital lifestyle. So it's an amazing market, but it's also a scary market, and that's why we're really focused on radicalizing the infrastructure and decentralizing it through our technology.
Well, I tell you, I'm a little scared as an individual that's just walking around with a cell phone and a computer. Do I need to be panicking?
Well, the one thing, and we talk about this, the greatest spy tool ever invented is the phone. When you carry around that phone, you have a camera, you have a mic, and you have the GPS geolocating you anywhere you are, monitoring you 24/7. It is a scary thing. Think about it. And nobody puts this down.
Oh, yeah.
I think the reports are 99% of the time they have the phone next to them in their hand, but it's watching you on a daily basis. So you've got to incorporate things that are going to make sure that your privacy is very secure, and that's what we're doing. We're doing some things that are way outside the box. We've got some unique technology.
I'm on the 24th floor, and I just threw Merv and Michael's phones out the window because I know that they're spying on us.
No.
No, listen, so real quick, actually not even real quick, you can tell me more about what Stealth Grid blockchain technology is.
Sure. Well, blockchain, basically what we're doing is we're decentralizing it by creating what we split, encrypt the information in the packets, and we send them out to multiple locations that bounce off, and then they come back to the device that has a secured key, which we're doing a certificate. Let's see, certification, and so it's called IDE. And so what we're doing is we're taking the elements so that anybody grabs one packet, they're not going to be able to get the other packet, or they don't know where it went to in order to put it back together and decrypt it. So we have unified encrypted communications from call, instant messaging, email, and we'll have a phone coming out called the Stealth Crypto Phone. And we're actually heavily getting into the cryptocurrency market and have our own coin coming out called Stealth Crypto, which will be able to pay for the services. So, and the big thing is that we're taking out NAS units and creating NAS units with integrated Wi-Fi and placing them all globally so that you'll be able to communicate with nodes via those NAS units around the world globally. So you don't have to worry about telco and the big players anymore. We're taking them out of, and I shouldn't say this because they're going to get upset, but we take them out of the mix. It's called mesh network, a global mesh network.
All right.
And that's what we're incorporating.
Okay, so you went over my head a little bit. Back up, because slow it down and help a guy in layman's terms that doesn't really understand it, but there's investors out there, just like me, that went over my head. So help me to understand, because you're talking about taking out massive companies here, and I want to talk about how you're gonna compete on that level.
Sure. It actually mesh global networks. They've been used in various forms. So really what it is the stealth crypto ecosystem will create the network, expand the network, sell the network, own the network, share the network, build the network, and be the network. So that's what we're doing. So an individual will own their own network. So these people will have their units, and there'll be software that lays over the top of these units, and that will be integrated in the units that will be able to communicate with one another. And in the blockchain, what it is blockchain is basically a ledger that basically gets authorized. Different pieces get authorized through different sources. So 6 of them, if they all approve, then it's validated. So it's the same type of thing than taking it over into communications.
That's fascinating.
So you take away the interception of the man in the middle.
Now, okay, so we got to take a break right now. Then we're going to get back to more of that in a minute. This is CEO Money. We're talking to Larry Castro, and he's breaking it wide open with Stealth Grid Technologies. Be right back. All right, welcome back to CEO Money. We've been talking with Larry Castro about cybersecurity, something that's on the tip of everybody's tongue today. Welcome back, Larry.
Thank you.
So, Larry, I'm going to steer off point just for a minute because I was reading some fascinating things about you, and then we're going to get back to cybersecurity because I'm a golfer. And did you play professional golf?
Yes, I did, and I considered the pioneer of golf fitness, one of the pioneers, and I've worked with some of the best players in the world. It's a passion of mine, but it's a conduit to everybody around the world. I've traveled around the world, and I've met so many people, and it's an amazing sport, and I love the integrity of the game. And all my children play. I have 6 children. I did lose a daughter last year who was 18 years old, and while she was in college. And we created a foundation called the Live Like Kayla Foundation, in which just the first year we gave out 12 scholarships. So, and she played golf as well too. So, it's been a great sport to us.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your daughter, but it sounds like that y'all are doing some real positive things regarding that.
Yep.
And so, as a golfer, when you make it back down to Dallas, I'm ready. I'm going to look for some tips.
I love Dallas. I love the people in Dallas. And my heart, actually, we're doing with the foundation. The reason why I mentioned that is we're doing some stuff. And we've sent 2 truckloads of clothes down to Houston and raising some money to help some people down there. So
congratulations.
Our heart goes out to them.
Very nice. Very well done. Really quick, then, let's go ahead and get back to your technology, the cyber theft technology. What are you doing with the smartphone?
Well, the smartphone is going to be off-grid, and it's going to have a hard kill switches, so you'll be able to shut off the camera, the mics, and some other stuff. But to dumb it down, if I can do that, because I think that's what you were asking, and I thought about it. Essentially what we do is we dynamically split and encrypt the data that gets sent out, and then we dynamically geo-distribute the data to multiple locations. A real simple way to understand what we do, and you can take it off into the other products, is that for example, if you have one of our devices you put into the container or the app, drag into it, let's say a dock. The dock then gets split into multiple pieces. It's going to be up to 1,000 pieces. One piece can be sent to Google. Another piece can be sent to Dropbox. Another piece can be sent to. So you have 3 pieces out there, and if somebody tries to break into Google, they only have one piece that's encrypted. They don't know where the other piece is, and they'd have to find those, and then they have to have your key, which is on your device, to be able to open that up.
Okay.
Same happens with the phone.
So tell me real quick, and then we're going to have to I want people to get your information.
Sure.
Can we get this software on our current phones, or do we have to have your phone?
No, you can get it. Very good question. Yes, we have it right now. You can actually purchase it. We have video conferencing for your laptops. We have it for your phone. We have the call app, which you basically just use your data, and you don't have to use a telecommunication. We have instant messaging. We have all those already built, and we have our own data.
How do they find you, Larry? Really quick, we have 15 seconds.
Go to stealthgrid.com or go to stealthcloud.com to purchase the products, or actually just go to stealthgrid.com and they can see a lot about what we're doing. And I think they'll they'll appreciate some of the aspects that we're providing as far as making them secure.
Larry, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's been wonderfully informative.
Thank you very much.